following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome. We're live here at Matson Field, Moorhead, Minnesota. It's 83 degrees under a partly cloudy sky. Should drop to stay in those low 80s, probably 81 by the time this game wraps up here. And we are currently at a northwest wind at 8 miles per hour with humidity. It feels like 86 degrees under 53% humidity, and it should be a good one tonight. Your starting lineups are coming up right now here from our PA announcer.
Here tonight, introducing the visiting team, Fargo Post 100 Stars. Number 6, second baseman, 400, sorry. Number 6, second baseman, Matt Bryant. Number 9, right fielder, Jayton Sen. Number 2, shortstop, Easton Rarick. Number 11, left fielder, Caden Graff. Number 20, catcher, Hayden Crescent. Number 28, first baseman, Colby Hansen. Number 15, third baseman, Eli Mock. Number 3, catcher, Oliver Luck. DH, number 12, Grant Matter. And pitching, number 19, Logan Sullivan. And your remaining Fargo Post 400 Stars. The home team, the Moorhead Blues, in their baby blues. Number 7, second baseman, Justin Stauberger. Number 17, catcher, Wyatt Tweet. Number 20, first baseman, Jacob Hendrickson. Number 25, left fielder, Carter Heitch. Number 10, third baseman, Aaron Ryerson. Number 11, shortstop, Carson Zimmo. Number 8, DH, Titan Ferguson. Number 9, right fielder, Jacob Vanette. Number 23, center fielder, Zach Taft. And number 26, pitcher, Gavin Gast. You would all remain standing. Remove cover for our national anthem.
All right, I'll be right back. Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
All right, welcome back to Matson Field here in Moorhead, Minnesota. Getting ready for this contest here between the home team Moorhead Blues in the light blue and the Fargo Post 400 Stars in the medium blue, if that's what you like to call it. And it's always a fun time coming to Matson Field and getting the fresh air coming through the press box off the third base line. Once again, we're under 83 degrees, 53% humidity, feels like 85. If you're just joining us and missed our starting lineups earlier, Gavin Gast is on the mound pitching for the Moorhead Blues. And then around the bases, you got Wyatt Tweet behind the plate catching. Over at first base there, you have Jacob Hendrickson. Justin Stahlberger is the second baseman. Carson Zimmel at short. Aaron Ryerson at third. Then in the outfield, you have Zach Taff in center. Carter Heinch in left. And Jacob Vinay in right field for the Moorhead Blues. And your batting lineup here for the Post 400 Stars looks like this. If we can pull that up here really quick while we got a moment. Batting first, top of the order, 1, 2, and 3. Second baseman Matt Bryant, right fielder Chayton Sen, shortstop Easton Rarick. And then batting in the middle of the order, 4, 5, and 6, left fielder Caden Graff, catcher Hayden Crescent, first baseman Colby Hansen. In the bottom of the order, 7, 8, and 9, third baseman Eli Mock, center fielder Oliver Luck, designated hitter Grant Matter, and your starting pitcher for the Post 400 Stars today is number 19, Logan Sullivan. We're going to take another quick break. We'll be back with that first pitch right after this.
Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing set.
All right, we'll make it up to Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill here as we're getting ready to go for that first pitch. Matt Bryant will be stepping up to the plate here for the Stars to lead things off. Scheduled game for 7 o'clock, and the first pitch comes in for strike one at 6:58 p.m. Once again, 85 degrees, or check that, 82 feels like 85 here at Matson Field in Moorhead, Minnesota, and that one will miss for 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1-1, the count now here to Matt Bryant. Chayton Sen, Easton Rarick will be the other two batters we see for sure this inning. Here's the windup from Gass, sends it up a little bit high for ball 2, and it's 2-1. Two-one pitch from Gass. That one's going to be hit up high. It's going to left field, and it should be caught easily there by Heinch. And that's one away.
Now batting, right fielder, number 9, Clayton Sen.
So the fly out to left will bring up Chayton Sen. Chayton Sen, an equal opportunity outfield hitter according to his spray chart. I missed that one. It came across as either, and we'll find out soon enough. Ball or strike, I missed it. And there's a ball, so it's at least 1-0. And we've just been informed that it's 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0 pitch. That one popped up towards shallow center, and the second baseman there, Stahlberger, makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down on a couple of flyouts, and that brings up Easton Rarick.
Easton Rarick.
So Sen will pop out to the second baseman. Easton Rarick, when he gets hits, it's usually to left or center field. Lifetime on magnitude, he's never had a hit to right field. At least on the broadcasts that I've done. I'm not sure about Eric, but ball 1 here to Rarick. If Rarick can reach base, Caden Graff moves into the on-deck circle. That one looks like it missed, and it's ball 2. Here's the 2-0. Swinging and a miss, strike 1. 10 pitches now for Gas. 6 balls, 4 strikes unofficially, according to my numbers. There's the windup on pitch 11, and that one's going to be popped up over the pitcher's head, and a little grounder, and Stahlberg slips, and as a result, Rarick is on base.
Now batting number 11, left fielder, Caden Graff.
Go ahead and charge that as a hit, I believe, because I think it's only fair. He probably could have made the play had he not lost his footing on the sand. Caden Graff, the batter now, takes that first pitch for a strike, 0-1. Hayden Crescent moves into the on-deck circle. 6 balls, 6 strikes on 4 pitches for Gavin Gast. Once again, the runner on first is Easton Rarick. That one's going to be popped up, heading out towards shallow right field. Stahlberger, the second baseman, back for his second catch of the inning. He accounts for 2 of the 3 outs in this inning, and that takes care of business here for the Stars. They leave 1 on base, no runs on 1 hit, and no errors and 1 left on base. And now the Blues are up to bat when we return from the break. We'll be back in 60 here on Magnitude Sports.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Here's a good look at Logan Sullivan for you. He's your starting pitcher for the Post 400 Stars today. Still 0-0 moving into the bottom of the first. Around the bases for the Stars, Hayden Crescent catching behind the plate. Kobe Hansen at first, Matt Bryant at second, Easton Rarick the shortstop, Eli Mock at third. In the outfield, Oliver Luck in center, Chayton Sen in right, Caden Graff in left. It'll be Justin Stahlberger, Wyatt Tweet, and Jacob Hendrickson, the first 3 batters of the lineup here for the Moorhead Blues. The rest of the batting lineup here for the Blues looks like this. Batting in the middle of the order at 4, 5, and 6 for the Blues is left fielder Carter Heinch, third baseman Aaron Ryerson, shortstop Carson Zimmel. The bottom of the order at 7, 8, and 9 is the designated hitter Tyden Bergensen, right fielder Jacob Vinay, and center fielder Zach Taff. So that's how the lineup will go here for the Moorhead Blues, as Logan Sullivan will take his final couple warm-up tosses. 7 minutes, make that 6 minutes to play the top half of the first inning. 7 including the commercial break going into the bottom of the inning is the time of the game thus far. And that should be the final one. And trotting up to the plate now is Justin Stahlberger.
Leading off for your Moorhead Blues, number 7, second baseman, Justin Stahlberger.
Logan Sullivan will get ready now to deliver the first pitch for the Stars, and that one's going to be popped up and fouled away down the third base side and out of play for a strike, and it's 0-1. The pitch is a little high for a ball. 1-1 the count now. The only Star to hit a home run in this at Matson Field is Andy Mock, and he graduated from the team last year, so. Or wait, let me double check that. Hang it. A little pop up there over to the first baseman. Kobe Hansen will step on the bag for the first out.
Batting second.
Now bring up Wyatt Tweet. So it'll be a direct ground out to first. Wyatt Tweet, he has a home run in Magnitude Sports. He's 4 of 7 lifetime on Magnitude Sports at the plate, including that straightaway center field home run. He also has 3 other hits to center field, 1 to right field, a couple of ground outs, and a pop out to left lifetime on Magnitude. Here's the pitch, a little bit low for a ball, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Here to Wyatt Tweet. Three balls and no strikes now. Yes, I was right. Andy Mock did play on the team last year for his final year with the Stars. Once again, he's the only star to hit a home run in this ballpark. And that'll be a 4-pitch walk, and that'll put Wyatt Tweet up to first base, bringing up Jacob Hendrickson. So once again, the runner on first, Wyatt Tweet. Here's the pitch, and it is a strike. Kind of hard to see the right-handed strike signal from the left side of the umpire, but I believe it was a strike. 0-1. And do you check his swing? No, the second base umpire says he did not. He was safe. No strike there, and it evens up the count at a ball and a strike. 1-1 the count. Here to Jacob Hendrickson. Once again, Wyatt Tweet, the runner on first. Both teams have had 1 runner on thus far. That one's low. Tweet takes off. The throw up to second is a little bit high into center field. It'll be gloved up there by Oliver Luck, and Tweet will get the stolen base. Pitch comes across as a ball, and it's 2-1. Carter Heinz is on deck. Sullivan now, 10 pitches, 7 balls, 3 strikes unofficially. Sullivan stares back at second, delivers, and gets it underneath the swinging bat of Jacob Hendrickson for strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wind up in the 2-2 delivery. He'll foul it back and stay alive. Sullivan will look back at second on Tweet. Deliver, and that one rifled into left field. And they're going to hold Tweet at third. And Caden Graff will pick it up.
Left fielder, Carter Heinz.
So a hit for each team now as Hendrickson belts one out into left field. Puts runners on the corners here for the Moorhead Blues. And that'll bring up Carter Heinz. 12 minutes into the ball game now. And the first pitch comes in for a ball as they refer to the second base umpire for the ball strike call. And that one is gonna miss for a ball, and it's ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes here to Carter Heinz. Once again, Wyatt Tweet, the runner on third. Jacob Hendrickson, the runner on first. Here's the pitch from Sullivan. That one's a little bit low, and it's 3-0. And he's on the verge of walking 2 batters on 4 pitches here We'll see if he can cash in his free strike coupon here on the 3-0 count. And he will not. He will just miss the zone, and now the bases are loaded on another walk. And that'll bring up Aaron Ryerson.
Now batting number 10, third baseman.
And as the base is loaded with only one out here in the bottom half of the first, and Moorhead threatening to strike first here in the home half of one. See if Sullivan can pitch his team out of this jam. That one skips into the dirt, and nice job by Cresson to track it down quickly, and the runners will stay put. So ball one to Aaron Ryerson. On deck is Carson Zimmel. And if no double plays happen, we'll see him for sure this inning. And that one's just a little low and inside, ball two. And that one's also low. Cresson able to keep it from being a pass ball. And now it's 3 balls, no strikes to Aaron Ryerson. He's walked 2 batters this inning on 4 pitches. If he walks a third, it'll be 1-0. Not down that pitch. He gets the strike in, and it's 3-1. Sullivan delivers. The 3-1 is low. It's a bases loaded walk, and the Moorhead Blues take a 1-0 lead. As
number 11, shortstop, Carson Zimmel.
Wyatt Tweet will come in and step on the plate. So to reset, Jacob Hendrickson moves to third. Carter Heinz moves to second. Aaron Ryerson on first. The faces on the bases, as Eric Tianson would say, for the Moorhead Blues. Speaking of Eric, he's got live coverage of Dakota Fusion. They're taking on Minneapolis City tonight on Magnitude Sports. That game is live right now if you want to flip back and forth between commercial breaks or between inning breaks or between umpire brushing the dust off the home plate break, whatever you want to do. Once again, the batter's Carson Zimmel. He's 2 for 6 lifetime on Magnitude Sports. That's over the course of 2 games. I take that back, 3 games, because Stars and Blues played earlier this season. That one hit hard down the third base line and fair into left field. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. Hendrickson crosses the plate. Heinchen from second. And runners on first and second now, and it's a 3-0 lead for the Moorhead Blues. So Carson Zimmel gets a 2-run single to right field, or left field, excuse me. Aaron Ryerson moves up to second. Runners on first and second, and the batter's Tyden Bergensen. Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the first. And now the throw to third is on to left field, and that's going to allow Ryerson to come in and score. And it is 4-0. That'll be an error charged to the catcher, Cresson. So Ryerson steals third, and then on a bobbled ball at the plate, and that's going to do it for Logan Sullivan as Coach Fichtner comes in and makes a change right away. And then Ryerson comes home to score on the error charge to Hayden Cresson to make it 4-0. And now you have just a runner on second for Moorhead. Logan Sullivan's day comes to an end with 23 pitches, 15 balls, and 8 strikes. And now moving in is, I believe that's Hasbargen. Nick Hasbargen will move into the mound here for the post 400 Stars. And he'll try and get his team out of this disastrous bottom of the first. Disastrous if you're a Stars fan, and a wonderful bottom of the first if you're a Blues fan. So he will continue to warm up. Once again, Eric Tianson live on Magnitude Sports right now with the Dakota Fusion and Minneapolis City Crows. NPSL men's soccer for you live here on Magnitude Sports from Jim Goda Stadium in Moorhead. Right here at Matson Field. 4-0 Moorhead. Scoring that fourth run on an error charge to the catcher, Hayden Crescent. And Logan Sullivan comes out. And Nick Hasbargen comes in. So Hasbargen will face, I believe, we're either at Bergensen or Vinay in the lineup. We're at Bergensen. Batter 7 in the lineup for Moorhead. They're batting 9. As Hasbargen continues to warm up here. I want to say thanks to our sponsors, including Sean Carlson, Town and Country Credit Union, Sweet Shots in Fargo, Doolittle's Woodfire Grill, Runnings, Buffalo Wild Wings, Goldmark, Commercial Real Estate, Custom Express Car Wash, and several others for bringing you coverage of the Post 400 Stars and West Fargo Patriots this season here on Magnitude Sports. First pitch from Hasbargen just missed to the inside for a ball, and it's 2-0 now here at Bergensen. One away, runner on second is Carson Zimmel. And now time is called. Oh, sorry, I didn't have the camera on the batter there. My apologies. And that one's going to be popped up. Skims off the top of the bat. And goes back into the backstop behind home plate. Fouled away for a strike. And that one will hit him. So Bergensen on a 2-1 count reaches base via hit by a pitch and brings up Jacob Vinay.
Now batting number 9, Jacob Vinay, right fielder.
Vinette, my apologies. I could have swore I confirmed Vinay earlier and before he went on the broadcast, but it's Vinette. We'll go with Vinette. That pitch is high for a ball, 1-0.
No, just go home and rest. Take a shower and chill out.
And Vinette will pop that one up foul over the Blues dugout off the third base side. Good for a strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike now here to Vinette. Jacob Vinette is batter 8. On deck is Zach Taft. 1 away, and if no double plays happen, we'll see all 9 batters here in the home half of 1. That pitch is a little high for 2 balls and a strike. Ball, strike, ball in that order. Or ball, fouled away ball, I should say. Hasbargen with a quick glance at second. He'll deliver the pitch, and it's a soft dribbler down to Colby Hansen at first. And that will be retire
Number
Vinette.
23, center fielder, Zach Taft.
Zach Taft, batter 9 in the lineup. So Zimmel moves to third. Bergensen up to second. The pitch and that one, a little dribbler, and it's going to go right towards, that was Matt Bryant, over to first. And no, he did not get it in time, and a run scores. It's an infield RBI single for Zach Taft. And Bergensen moves to third.
Gavin Gast. All right, let's go to the top of the order. Number 7, Justin Stolberger. All right.
Almost threw me off. Almost. So runners on the corners now here from Moorhead. So you got Tyden Bergensen on third, Zach Taff on first, and the pitch comes across for ball one. Here to the batter, Justin Stahlberger, 0 for 1, direct ground out to first for the first out of the inning. And now he hits a bomb to right center field. It's going back, and it is going to hop into the fence. It's going to hop. Okay, from my vantage point, it looked like it went through the fence and not over, but it is a 3-run home run, and that pushes the score here to 8-0 now.
Now batting number 17, number 6, catcher Wyatt Tweet.
Wyatt Tweet earlier this inning, 0 for 0, was walked on 4 pitches last time he was at the plate. And now he sees ball 5 of his at-bats here in the bottom of the first. And now he sees ball 6. 2-0 here to Wyatt Tweet. And there's a strike. 6 balls and 1 strike to Wyatt Tweet here in the bottom of the first. Here's the 1-2, or the 2-1, excuse me, and now it'll be 2-2. Ball, followed by strike. And the 2-2. And that one tried to curve it over the inside edge, and he missed it. Full count at 3-2. And the payoff pitch, and that one's going to be popped up, going out and towards right field. And it looks like Chayton Sen will be there for the catch, and that'll take care of business here for the Stars. They score 8, and they leave none on base on a pair of hits, a trio of hits, I should say. And they take a commanding 8-0 lead here after 1. The Stars have a little bit of an uphill climb to make. We'll see if they can start chipping away at this here in the top of the second right after the break here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Good sport. The scoreboard. Good sport.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
All right, welcome back. 8-0 in favor of the Moorhead Blues after 1 inning of play. We are 27 minutes into the ball game now. 6 minutes for the top of the first, 1 minute in between, and 20 minutes for the bottom half of the first. And now it's Hayden Crescent. He's 10 for 20 lifetime on Magnitude Sports. So when he appears on Magnitude Sports, he bats .500. Let's see here. Maybe it's not Hayden Crescent. Let's see here. This is actually Job Fryer. Job Fryer stepping up to the plate. They must have switched the lineup after they gave it to me because he was not on the original lineup. Ooh, that one came off the handle of the bat, if not his wrist, and he's able to duck out of that one, and that's going to go in the books as a fouled away pitch for a strike. And Joe Fryer will foul away pitch number two for strike two. So a pair of strikes here on Joe Fryer and a couple of fouled away pitches, and we'll see if Fryer can continue to battle here. Here's the windup in the delivery, and that one's low and in for a ball, 1-2. Once again, Gavin Gast on the mound pitching here for the Moorhead Blues. And that one's a little bit high. They'll even up the count at 2 apiece. Pair of fouled away pitches and a ball to follow. And the 2-2 is on the way. And he will hit that one into center field. They'll sneak by Stahlberger. And that's good for a base hit and a single. And they get a runner on. And that'll bring up, presumably, Colby Hansen. And it is indeed Colby Hansen. So Joe Fryer gets a hit. Eli Mock moves into the on-deck circle. Nobody out, and a runner on first. Pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. And that one's hit well to center field. A line drive right into the glove there of Zach Taff. And that's out number 1.
Now to bat number 15, third baseman, Eli Mock.
Eli Mock, 7 for 19 lifetime on Magnitude Sports. And I believe it's 2 balls, no strikes. I believe it is. We'll see if the official will give us confirmation on that or not, but I believe it's 2-0 at the moment. And that one is right over to Gass. He'll fire it back to second and over to first. And it's a 1-4-3 double play to end the inning. So they leave nobody on base as a result of that double play. And we move now to the bottom half of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors. Check that. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. And the bottom of 2 coming up after this here on Magnitude Sports. Be right back.
Signorama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signorama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signorama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signorama. Call or go online at sarvalley.com.
The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive. All right, welcome back. Jacob Hendrickson's the batter. Last time he was up, he would single onto left field. We'll see if he can duplicate that success here or not. That was against a different pitcher, and now he does the exact same thing against Nick Hasbargen. That is an identical replay of his last at-bat, and he's on one base with another single to left.
Number 25, left fielder, Carter Heinch.
Carter Heinch, 0 for 0, walked last time he was at the plate. If I remember correctly, it was on a full count. This will be his first at-bat against Nick Hasbargen. Here's the windup in the delivery, and it's in for a strike. A delayed strike. I thought it was a strike, and I just had to wait a second to find out if I was right or not. Once again, Jacob Hendrickson, the runner on first. Hasbargen will get the signal, peek over his left shoulder, and deliver, I believe, a ball. 1-1. And that'll be ball 2. As Hench had to dance out of the way of that one. And that one's hit well to right field. And that might be hit very well to right field. And it is a 2-run home run. It is a 2-run home run for Carter Heinch. And it's 10-0 in favor of Moorhead. So clears the bases, clears the count, and brings up Aaron Ryerson.
Now batting number 10, Aaron Ryerson.
So second home run, a 3-run home run earlier in the first, and now a 2-run home run here in the second. One to center and one to right field, and now a little grounder. Easton Rarick picks it up, fires it over, and did not get it there in time. The ball was dropped by, I believe, Kobe Hansen's playing at first. Yes, he is. I'll be charged an error.
Next up at number 11, shortstop, Carson Zimmel.
Carson Zimmel had a hit to left field. He snuck it right down the third base line last time he was at the plate. Six hits in the game. And that pitch comes across for a ball. It's 1-0 here to Carson Zimmel. Once again, he snuck one down the third base line in left field for a single last time he was at the plate. Swings, maybe got a piece of that, fouled it away, 1-1 the count. Still nobody out. And the runner on first there is Ryerson. And that pitch is a little bit inside, and it hit him. So now there will be 2 runners on base for Tyden Bergensen.
Coming up to bat, number 8. Designated hitter, Tyden Bergensen.
First pitch here, and now he rifles that one into left center.
Go.
Rounding third is Ryerson. And also rounding third from first is Zimmel. Both of them will score. And it's a 2-run double for Bergensen out into left field.
Coming up to the plate, number 9, Jacob. Right fielder, Jacob Vanette.
So a 2-run double for Tyden Bergensen makes it 12-0 in favor of the Moorhead Blues. We're 37 minutes into the game. It's Jacob Vanette. 0 for 1, direct ground out to first last time he was at the plate. I believe that was ball 1, 1-0 here to Vanette. And the pitch fouled back, and it's a 1-1 count to the best of our knowledge. Four runs scored and another runner in scoring position and nobody out. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now, and a 12-0 game here in favor of the Moorhead Blues on the Sean Carlson home Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. Fouls it back for an unofficial strike, and it'll remain 1-2. 12 runs on 7 hits and 2 Stars errors. And there's another hit and gets it over to Hansen for the out. That's the first out of the inning. Bergensen will stay at second. And that'll bring up Zach Taft. A 4-3 ground out. Zach Taft 1 for 1. Ran out an infield single last time he was at the plate. 1 ball, no strike here, and now a throwback to second, and the ball goes into center field. And now taking off for third is Bergensen. And we'll charge another error here to the Stars as Bergensen moves to third on that error. And it's 1 ball, no strike, I believe, to Zach Taft. And Taft will pop that one up, and had Crescent taken off his helmet sooner, he may have had an opportunity to make a play on that one, but couldn't find the ball right away and didn't take off his face mask right away either. The Stars do have a guy warming up in the bullpen here. Easton Rarick picks it up. Over to first, got the out. That's only out number 2. The run will score, and it's 13-0. So Taft grounds out on an RBI 6-3 ground out.
Coming up to the plate, number 7, leadoff hitter, second baseman, Justin Stallberger.
Justin Stallberger hit the 3-run home run last time he was at the plate in the bottom of the first over to right center field, approximately 355. And that pitch comes in for a ball. It's 1-0. Stallberger 1 for 2 as we return to the top of the order for the 3rd time here in this contest here. And he'll foul that one back. Direct ground out to first for the first out of the game for the Blues. And then after that, the Blues would follow up that first out with 8 runs, including a 3-run homer by Stallberger the second time up to bat. Before that second out was recorded. And now it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Here. And that's 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch. And he'll tip it foul, and it's 2-2. It may have been 2-2 prior to that pitch, but it's definitely 2-2 now. And that one's just a little bit high, and now it's a full count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that one hit him. Well, if it didn't hit him, it's a jersey.
Coming up to the plate, number 17, catcher, Wyatt Tweed.
Wyatt Tweed 0 for 1, walked the first time up. Fly out to second baseman Matt Bryant in shallow right field last time he was at the plate. Now Coach Fichtner and the Stars will make another trip to the mound here, and that will do it. The Stars are gonna move on to their 3rd pitcher now as Nick Hasbargen's day comes to an end with 38 pitches, 17 balls, 21 strikes, and coming in from the bullpen here, looks like it's Jacob Top. And it is indeed Jacob Top. He will come in and try and salvage what can still be salvaged of a 13-0 deficit here against the Moorhead Blues. So Jacob Top will get some warm-up pitches. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Life is busy, and we all get distracted from time to time. But at Starion, they work hard to keep what's important to me in focus. They are continually upgrading their technology, so I can spend more time playing and less time banking. And although I can do almost all of my banking away from the branch, visiting my banker in person puts a smile on my face and reminds me they're always there for me, ready to help.
You may already know that at Clothes Mentor, you can shop great designer brands without the full designer price, and that you can bring your gently used items into Clothes Mentor and sell them for cash on the spot. Here's something else you should know. Buying and selling at Clothes Mentor aids in water preservation, reduces chemical pollution, decreases landfill waste, boosts your local community. That's right, it's resale, and it's better than retail. Be green and kind to the environment by selling your clothing and buying sustainable fashion for yourself.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football.
All right, so the Stars move on to their third pitcher of the game here in the bottom of the second. After giving up 13 runs, they'll bring in one of their stronger pitchers, Jacob Top. That one popped up and going into shallow right. Matt Bryant backpedaling, but coming in was Job Fryer. They must have made a change in the outfield when I wasn't looking. Job Fryer, I believe, moving into the center field position. And we'll so make that change right now. Now end the second inning of play. They leave one runner on base. It'll be Wyatt Tweet, Jacob Hendrickson, Carter Heinz, batters 2, 3, and 4, pending changes. Check that. We gotta fix something here. We'll be back after the break here on Magnitude.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
Why do I choose to work here? It's the people. It's the feeling that you get when you've been gone for a weekend and everybody's genuinely happy to see you and you're so happy to see them too.
They are wonderful. The staff is wonderful. They are so friendly. They're so happy all the time.
It's a family. It's just that overall culture that we have. It's a great culture, and I'm very lucky to be a part of it.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, it's Oliver Luck stepping up to the plate here as the Stars try to recover from a 13-0 deficit here at the end of 2 innings of play. We're 48 minutes into the ball game now, and Luck will lead things off here in the top of the third, take the first pitch high and out for a ball, 1-0. We'll see Grant Matter and Matt Bryant pending changes. It's batters 8, 9, and 1 for the Stars here in the top of the third. So that pitch will also miss for a ball, and it's 2-0. Gavin Gass still on the mound. Unofficially have him down for 25. This is pitch 26. And that one's fouled away for a strike, 2-1. And on 26 pitches, 13 balls, 13 strikes. A strike is anything that's not a ball. And that one will miss. And it's 3-1. Yeah, swing and a miss, and it was apparently 2-2, and that's the first Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout of the game, and it's delivered by Gavin Gast 49 minutes into the ball game. Now Grant Matter will try his luck here against Gavin Gast. Order on deck. First pitch came across for a strike, apparently, 0-1. And I think that was a ball, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss on a pitch that almost went into the dirt. Strike 2. There's the 1-2 delivery, and that one, check swing right back to Gas, and then he drops it, and then he recovers and fires it over to Hendrickson for the out. That's out number 2.
Back to the top of the order, number 6, second baseman, Matt Bryant.
So it's a 1-2 inning so far here for Gavin Gast and the Blues. We'll see if Matt Bryant can destroy the hopes and dreams of a 3-up, 3-down inning here for the Blues, but it's looking so far so good for Moorhead. That pitch is in for a possible strike. Yes, it is a strike.
No, it came back from my popcorn. I was sitting there the whole time.
And the 0-1 delivery is in for what could potentially be a little low for a ball. Look down the middle to me, but 1-1. Kind of hard to see from this angle. Used to being right behind home plate, which makes it a little bit easier to take a guess on what those pitches are. That's 2-1 now. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss for an even count of 2-2. Strike, ball, strike in that order on the 2-2 count with 2 away. And the Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout number 2 for Gavin Gast. And that brings us to an end of the middle of the top of the third. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Blues. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. As Bryant strikes out, batters 3, 4, and 5. Hendrickson, Heinz, and Ryerson. When we return after this, Jacob Topp will toss pitch number 2. When we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Be right back. All right, welcome back. Jacob Hendrickson, 2 for 2 with 2 blazing singles to left. And now he faces his third pitcher of the game on his third at bat. And if there's one pitcher that can prevent him from getting a single to left, it's definitely Jacob Top. And that pitch comes in for a strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike here to Jacob Hendrickson. Once again, we'll see Carter Heinch and Aaron Ryerson this inning as well. Jacob Top on 3. This is 4 pitches for Top, and that one is in for strike 2. So Jacob Top, a strike away from the Stars' first Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout of the game, and he will not get it there as that one goes outside for ball 2. Crescent able to knock it down. 55 minutes into the ball game now here in the bottom of the third with nobody out and a full count. Here to the 2-for-2 Jacob Hendrickson. Top delivers. Just missed. Well, high and out, and just barely high and out, and now we have a full count here, and we'll see where Top sends this pitch here. Probably maybe to the inside, and it's going to be popped up. Foul territory. Going after it there is Kobe Hansen, and he will not be able to make the catch, so drop for an unofficial strike. And Hendrickson will get one more chance to try and go 3 for 3. Right now he's 2 for 2, and Jacob Top's going to try and put a stop to that. Full count, payoff pitch number 2. Here's the windup in the delivery, and that one's hit right towards Matt Bryant. He'll pick it up, fired over to first, and that'll be a ground out. 4-3, and Jacob Hendrickson's perfect streak comes to an end at the hand of Jacob Top, Matt Bryant, and Colby Hansen.
Number 25, left fielder, Carter James Pate.
7 hits in the game. Jacob Top has given up none of those 7. And that one is hit to deep left center, and making the catch there is Caden Graff. Hench had the home run to right field last time he was up. It was a 2-run home run.
Third baseman, Aaron Ryerson.
And now Jacob Top will face off against Aaron Ryerson. 0 for 1, reach base on a walk, reach base on an error. 1 of 3 errors for the Stars here in this game. Top will deliver the pitch, low for a ball, 1-0. Once again, Colby Hansen first, Matt Bryant second, Easton Eric short, Eli Mock third, Hayden Crescent catching, Caden Graff in left, Chayton center right, Joe Fryer in center. A defensive setup here for the Stars. 1 ball, no strike, and the pitch is a drop strike, 1-1. And the 1-1 delivery from Top comes in, sinks a little bit low, 2-1. Nice take there by Ryerson. On deck is Carson Zimmel with 2 away if Ryerson can reach base. And there is a strike, 2-2. And that one just a little bit outside, and now back-to-back full counts on back-to-back batters. Last one, fouled one up, first base side, dropped for a strike, and then he flied out to left field. And this one hit hard, and Rarick is there, and it's a safe. He did not get the throw over in time, so that'll be another error.
There we go, number 11, shortstop Carson Zimmel.
So Ryerson reaches base on error on back-to-back at-bats, and now Carson Zimmel, single to left, hit by a pitch on his 2 trips to the plate so far. That pitch a little bit outside. Crescent looking at first, does not fire up there. And it's 1-0. Tyden Bergenson moves into the on-deck circle with 2 away. If Zimmel can reach base, we'll see him. Otherwise, we will have to wait a while. Pitch outside, 2-0. Top now on 15 pitches, and Top the only pitcher for the Stars at the 15 pitch count to have more strikes than balls. Ryerson takes over second base. 3 balls, no strikes here to Carson Zimmel. He'll stare down Ryerson on second, deliver the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. You don't normally see a batter swing on a 3-0 count, but he did there. Must have thought it was the pitch of his dreams, and he paid the price. 3-1. And that one will skip inside, and apparently we both had the count wrong. I had the count wrong, and the scoreboard operator had the count wrong. So now it's 3-1 instead of previous to that. And that would be the explanation why he swung on a 3-0 pitch, because it was actually 2-0. And now he'll swing here. Nice grab at third there by Eli Mock. And he fires it over for the out. And that was the longer throw than usual on a 5-3 ground out, but he got it. And they will strand one on base. And it's the first time that the Blues have been held to a goose egg here in an inning. And we'll see if the Stars can take that over to the fourth and generate some offense when we return from the break here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Be right back. Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, Chayton Sen will start things off here in the top of the fourth. No runs for the Blues in the bottom half of the third, and Gavin Gass will deliver pitch 39. And it's in for a strike. 0-1 here to Chayton Sen. Sen 0 for 1, a pop out to the second baseman, Stahlberger, last time he was at the plate. And that is a ball. 1-1 the count here to Chayton Sen. 40 pitches for Gast, 18 balls, 22 strikes unofficially, according to my numbers. And here's pitch 41. And that is in for a strike 2. 1-2 pitch, and I think he went too far on that one, and yep, he did. They refer to the first base umpire, and he agrees with me. And that'll be a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout, the third of the game for Gavin Gast, and that'll bring up Easton Rarick.
Easton Rarick.
Rarick 1 for 1 on an infield single last time he was at the plate. One out. Pitch is low and into the backstop for ball 1. Caden Graff moves into the on-deck circle here. Rarick and Graff representing batters 3 and 4 in the lineup here for the Post 400 Stars. Here's the pitch, and it'll be a strike. He probably did check a swing, but it was a strike nonetheless. And that one's high. That's a ball 2. 2-1 the count now here to Rarick. 1 hour and 4 minutes into the ball game now here in the top of the 4th. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 8 runs in the top of the bottom of the first, and then 4 more runs in the bottom of the second for Moorhead, and none in the bottom of the third. And Jacob Top would come in and put a stop to the offense, at least for the moment, for Moorhead. .3-2, and he'll be walked. So Rarick reaches base on a walk. Caden Graff steps up to the plate now here for the Stars. They'll move Joe Fryer into the on-deck circle. That pitch will miss for a ball. It's 1-0 here to Caden Graff. Graff 0 for 1. Fly out to Stahlberger and shallow right last time he was at the plate. And this one, line drive. Oh, nice grab there by the shortstop, Zimmel. And back over to first, and they get him out. What a play that was, and that ends the top of the 4th. Thought for sure that Graff was going to drill that one into the gap in left center. And if Carson Zimmel would have been 1 inch smaller on the roster, he would have done just that. Instead, it's a no run, no hit, wave 1 on base inning for the Stars. And we'll be back after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Sweet Shots is Fargo's.
Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200. Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
All right, welcome back. 13-0 on 8 runs in the first, 5 runs in the second. None in the third, and now Moorhead comes up to bat here in the bottom of the 4th. 13 runs on 7 hits, 4 Stars errors, and they've left 2 on base. 1 hour and 7 minutes into the ball game here. It'll be Tyden Bergensen along with Jacob Vanette and Zach Taft, the bottom of the order batters 7, 8, and 9 here for the Moorhead Blues in the bottom home half of the 4th. Bergensen 1 for 1 with a single. Pitch is high for a ball. 1-0 here to Bergensen. Once again, he's 1 for 1, singled into center field last time he was at the plate. Wind up from top, and he'll foul that one back. Evens up the count at 1-1.
I like doing it. I like doing it.
And that one's also fouled back. Gonna be 1-2. 9-inning game today, in case you weren't aware of that. So that would mean that the Stars have 3 more innings, actually 2 more innings, to try and get at least 3 runs. A 2-hopper, Easton Rarick picks it up, fires it over, got it there in time, I believe. Yes, he did.
Stepping up to the plate, number 9, right fielder, Jacob Vanette.
Jacob Vanette, 0 for 2 on a pair of groundouts. 1 to second, 1 to first on opposite order. direct ground out to first his second at bat, and then grounded out to Matt Bryant on a 4-3, his most recent trip to the plate. That pitch drops low and out for a ball one to Jacob Vanette. Vanette with one away. We'll see Zach Taft on deck next. And that pitch is also a little bit low, and it's 2-0 here. Jacob Top still in favor of strikes on the ball strike split on 24 pitches, but here's pitch 25. That one's fouled back. That's strike one. 11 balls, 14 strikes on 25 pitches unofficially. Two and one. That one. Nice catch by that young man there. Two and two as a result of that one. So a pair of balls and a pair of strikes off two fouled away pitches, and now a third fouled away pitch. Swinging and a miss, and that is a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Jacob Top.
Well, no, I know. I'm just saying.
First pitch to Zach Taft, misses for a ball. 1-0. Zach Taft, 1 for 2. Infield single on his first at bat. Then he grounded out to Easton Rarick on a 6-3 last time he was at the plate. Swing and a miss for a strike, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. I thought the first pitch was a ball, but we'll go with 0-2. That one just misses, and now it's 1-2.
I thought I only had.
Two outs here. And that one's hit well to left field, and that one has the distance and it hits the fence. And it is going to be a double to the fence for Zach Taft. That's the first hit that Jacob Top has given up since he has come into the game to pitch. Ball one to Stahlberger. He's 1 for 2. Direct ground out to first, and then in the same inning, on his second at bat, he would hit a 3-run home run, or a 2-run home run, excuse me. We've seen 2 home runs in this game, and Stahlberger, the batter, has one of those too. Fouls this one into the dirt at the plate, and it's 1-1. And that's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Jacob Top. That ends the 4th. Back-to-back innings of no runs here for the Blues. But the Stars still have an uphill climb. They have 9 outs to try and get 4 runs. See if they can get the bats going when we return after the break here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Be right back.
Buffalo Wild Wings Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tall every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success. Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
All right, new pitcher in for Moorhead. It's number 21, Brady Sari. He'll continue things here in the top of the 5th. And his first batter that he'll face is Joe Fryer. Fryer, 1 for 1, singled into center field, got on base, and the next play resulted in a 1-4-3 double play, which would ultimately end the inning in that inning last time Fryer was at the plate. Pitch comes across for a strike, and it's 0-1 here to Fryer. We'll see Kobe Hansen and Eli Mock this inning for sure, pending changes. And it's 0-2 now here to Joe Fryer. So sorry, 2 pitches, 2 strikes. And, he did not want to swing on that one, but he did. And that'll be a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Brady Sari.
Coming up to the plate, number 28, first baseman Colby Hansen.
So Sari strikes out his first batter on 3 pitches, and now he'll face Kobe Hansen, who flied out to Zach Taff in center field last time he was at the plate. And that's the first ball thrown by Sari since he comes into pitch, and it's 1-0 here to Hansen. Hansen went too far on his swing, 1-1. And he'll dribble this one right back to Sari. He'll pick it up, fire it over to first for the out. And Eli Mock will be the next batter. And Mock sends it deep to center field. And it goes over the center fielder, Zach Taff, all the way to the fence. Kobe Hansen will stroll into check that. It's not Kobe Hansen. It is Eli Mock. I was a batter behind. And Eli Mock gets a single.
Plate number 3, Oliver.
And that one grounded into right field, and that could bring Eli Mock home, and no, they're going to hold him. Eli Mock was ready, and Coach Bryant holds him at third. So now runners on the corners on back-to-back singles, or back-to-back hits, I should say. Post 400 now with 3 hits in the game, and Grant Matter 0 for 1, grounded out on a 1-3 back to the pitcher last time he was at the plate. And the pitch is up high for a ball, 1-0 here to Grant Matter. On deck is Matt Bryant. Matter and Bryant will flip it from the bottom to the top of the order. Batter's 9-1 in the lineup here for the Stars. Sorry, we'll check first and deliver, and that one's into left field. That will score Eli Mock, and moving into second is Oliver Locked on the RBI single by Grant Matter, and it's 13-1.
Back to the top of the order, number 6, second baseman, Matt Bryant.
Matt Bryant 0 for 2, fly out to left field, struck out Swain on his 2 trips to the plate so far today. And the Stars are on the board. It's 13-1 here in the top of the 5th with 2 outs. And we'll see if the Stars have any more 2-out magic in them here in the top of the 5th, because right now they're down to their final 7 outs. And they still need to score 3 more runs to try and force this thing beyond the 7th inning. And that pitch is in for a strike, 1-1. Sorry, we'll stare down. Luck on second. Deliver the pitch. That's into the dirt. Luck hesitated. He probably could have made it to third, but didn't. Ultimately, the pitch comes in for ball 2. No question on that pitch there if it's a ball or strike. First and second for the Stars. Grant Matter on first, Oliver Lock on second. The batter's Matt Bryant, top of the order. Sorry delivers. Bryant fouls it back. 2-2 the count. Sorry, looks back at Locked on second, now delivers the pitch and got it in there a little high for ball 3. So full count now, and if Sorry isn't careful, he could potentially load the bases here for Chayton Sen. And he will do just that. He'll walk Bryant on the full count, and now the bases are loaded for Chayton Sen. 0 for 2, fly out, and a strikeout swing. The exact same result as Matt Bryant on the previous batter.
Coming up to the plate, number 9, right fielder, Chayton Sen.
2 away and the base is loaded, and a big opportunity here for the Stars is why Tweet goes up and has a few words of wisdom with Sorry. Chayton Sen, we'll see if he can poke in another run here with a hit. Base is loaded in the pitch, and Sen leans back. It comes inside for ball 1. Once again, Matt Bryant on first, Grant Matter on second, Oliver Luck on third, and Chayton Sen hits this one deep to left field, all the way back, and it is gone. It is a grand slam for Chayton Sen. And Chayton Sen gets the Stars within striking distance of this game once again. That's the first grand slam of the season for the Post 400 Stars. And it's 13-5.
Stepping up to the plate, number 2, Easton Rarick.
Base is empty, 13-5 for Easton Rarick now. Grand slam to left field for Chayton Sen. Easton Rarick 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. 1 hour and 25 minutes into the ball game, all 5 runs for the Stars scored here in the top of the 5th. And that one's hit well to right field. It might have the distance, and it's going back, and it's a solo home run for Easton Rarick. And it's 13-6 now in favor of in favor of Moorhead. 2 home runs here in the 5th, 6 runs. 5 of those 6 off 2 swings of the bat.
Number 11, left fielder, Caden Graff.
And the Stars showing a little bit of life here in the top of the 5th. We'll see what Caden Graff can do. They've scored all 6 of these runs on 2 outs. And that one's hit towards short. And over to first, it's the Zimmel to Hendrickson connection to end the inning. So they get 6 runs on 2 outs on 3 hits, 2 home runs, a grand slam by Chayton Sen, and a solo homer by Easton Rarick. And it's 13-6. And we'll see how the Blues respond in the home half of 5 of a 9-inning ball game. When we return after the break here on Magnitude Sports, be right back.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, we have some defensive changes here for the Stars. So Matt Bryant takes over for Jacob Top on the mound. And that'll move Kobe Hansen from first to second. Jackson Beiswinger will come into the game to play first base. And 1 ball, 1 strike. This is Wyatt Tweet. And nice job there by Matt Bryant as Beiswinger will flip it to Bryant on a 3-1 ground out at first. And Wyatt Tweet's now 0 for 3 on the afternoon.
First baseman, Jacob Hendrickson.
Jacob Hendrickson was perfect until he faced Jacob Top, and now he faces his 4th pitcher on his 4th at bat. He was 2 for 2 on the first 2 pitchers. He was 0 for 1 with Jacob Top, and now he's 0 for 1 on the ball strike count here against Matt Bryant as he fouls that one away off the first base side towards the home across the street that won't return any balls that go into the yard. That was the story last year anyway. Little pop-up there, and that is going towards first. Beiswinger makes the catch. That's out number 1. Out number 2, actually.
Number 25, left fielder Carter Heinz.
So Hendrickson goes 2 for 2 versus the first 2 pitchers and 0 for 2 versus the second 2 pitchers. And now Carter Heinz dribbles it right back to Matt Bryant, and they're going to say it's foul. Heinz 1 for 2, walked. Then he hit the home run to right, and then he would fly out to left. Now Heinz, having a quick word with his coach. It looked like they were looking at his right foot possibly. He'll step back into the batter's box here as Crescent gets behind the plate. At least I believe. No, actually, they made a change at the catcher position, too. I believe it's Chayton Sen who's catching. And a nice grab there by the center fielder, and that is, let me refresh my memory here, Oliver Lucht, who moves out into center field. So Chayton Sen, the new catcher, and Oliver Lucht, the new center fielder, and that ends the 5th inning of play. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more. All right, welcome back. Top of the 6th, the first pitch to Joe Fryer comes in for a strike. Stars score 6 in the top of the 5th, including a grand slam and a solo home run. A grand slam from Chayton Sen and a grand slam from Easton Rarick, and then they would tack on one more run in that inning for a total of 6. And now Fryer takes a big swing for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Joe Fryer. Now pitch is a little high. They'll even the count up at 2-2. A pair of strikes and a pair of balls on 4 pitches here from Brady Sari, who took over in the top of the 5th, to the best of my knowledge. I didn't see him sneak in before that. Fouled away and will remain 2-2. Joe Fryer, Colby Hansen, Eli Mock are the scheduled batters. We'll see if we have any changes. It looks like Colby Hansen is indeed on deck as I peer over to the on-deck circle. And that one's a ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Joe Fryer. Well, if you're tuned in earlier, left and came back thinking the Stars were out of it, well, you just heard the recap on what you missed. That one hit towards second base, and he'll fire it over to first for the out. That is Stahlberger to Hendrickson for the out.
Number 28, first baseman, Colby Hansen.
So 4-3 ground out for Fryer. And Colby Hansen 0 for 2, fly out to center, and a ground out to the pitcher on a 1-3 last time he was at the plate. 1 away, nobody on, and a 13-6 ball game here in the top of the 6th. It's a 9-inning game today, and that one's going to be popped up towards center, and it'll drop for a hit. Couldn't quite charge in quick enough, and that'll be a hit and a runner on for the Stars, and that'll bring up Eli Mock.
Number 15,
yes.
Third baseman, Eli Mock.
Well, we talked about his older brother Andy hitting the only Star to hit a home run in this ballpark, and Chayton Sen and Easton Rarick probably took offense to that comment and said, hey, we want to be on that list too. We've seen 4 home runs in this game, 2 from Moorhead and 2 from the Stars. Colby Hansen 0 for 2, fly out and a ground out. Now he fouls the first one away for a strike. Or no, I'm sorry, I'm a batter behind. It's Eli Mock. Eli Mock with a ground out, and now the throw back up to first, and back in time is Colby Hansen. Eli Mock ground out and a double to the fence in left center. Went over the head of Zach Taff and rolled all the way onto the warning track and bouncing off the fence. Good enough for a double. He would later come around and score. I'm assuming you want a highlight? Talking to Mr. Sen walking to the concession stand. Three and 1 the count now here to Eli Mock. And that one's hit well to center field. And that one's also over the head of Zach Taff. It'll roll all the way to the fence. And they are going to send Colby Hansen home. And they're going to try for a triple. And the throw to third is not in time. It's an RBI triple for Eli Mock. And the Stars have trimmed the lead to 13-7.
Up to bat number 3, catcher Oliver Lott.
13-7 the score now. Thanks to an RBI triple for Eli Mock all the way to deep center field. Oliver Lott 1 for 2, struck out swinging, and then he singled to right field last time he was at the plate. And the pitch is in for a strike. Right at the knees, any lower, and it would have been ball 1. And that one's hit well to right field, and that will easily score Eli Mock from third. It's an RBI single for Oliver Lott, and it's 13-8, and the Stars continue to chip away with 1 away here in the top of the 6th. And that'll bring up number 13, Jackson Beiswinger, but first a visit to the mound. And we'll see if that'll do it for Sari, and it will. Unofficially, 36 pitches, 13 balls, 23 strikes. We're an hour and 39 minutes into the ball game. Moorhead will have a new pitcher. Runner on first for the Stars is Oliver Luck, and the new pitcher will face Jackson Beiswinger when we return from the break here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, there's a look at the new pitcher for Moorhead. It's Logan Hilber on the mound. He's going to take his final couple warm-up tosses here. As a matter of fact, that may have been his final warm-up toss. And the first batter he'll face is Jackson Beiswinger.
Now batting number 13, Jackson Beiswinger.
Stars with 8 runs, 6 in the top of the 5th, 2 so far here in the top of the 6th. And then got a runner on first. And that runner is Oliver Luck. Got there with an RBI single to score that 8th run of the game for the Stars. Hit it out to right field, and now Beiswinger into left field, past the third baseman, and that'll put 2 runners on. Back-to-back swing goals.
Number 6, second baseman, Matt Bryant.
I don't know what's happened, if they've had a couple Red Bulls since the 5th inning or what, but the Stars certainly look like they're still in this game, even though they're down. They've had a big hill to climb, and they've done a good job of climbing it up to this point. Pitch comes out, hits the outside corner or outside edge of the plate for a strike. Matt Bryant, the batter, 0 for 2, fly out, strike out, and a walk. And now he pops it up left field, going deep all the way back to the warning track, making the grab, and the runners will stay put at first and second. Nice job there by Carter Heinz for the second out of the inning.
Number 9, right fielder, Chayton Sen.
Chayton Sen had the grand slam to left field last time he was at the plate. Now he has 2 runners on. And he faces a new pitcher. Swing and a miss, and that one will pop away, and it'll still go into the books as a strike, and it's 0-1 here to Chayton Sen. 2 away if Sen can reach base. Easton Rarick would be the next batter. As Wyatt Tweet will go up and have a quick chat here with Hilber. No balls, 1 strike, 2 out, 2 runners on. And the pitch. Missed it for a ball, 1-1. Oliver Luck on second, Jackson Beiswinger on first. Runners on for the Stars. Once again, 2 away here in the top half of the 6th. And the pitch from Hilber, and a swing and a miss by Sen. Strike 2. 1 hour and 44 minutes as the lights have come on here at Matson Field. Time of the game, 1 hour 44 so far. Pitch from Hilber will just miss for a ball, 2-2. Strike ball in that order on the 4 pitches to accumulate the 2-2 count here for Hilber against Sen. 2 runners on in the pitch, and that hits him, and the bases are loaded. For Easton Rarick, who hit a home run earlier in this game. Matter of fact, he hit it on his last at bat right after Chayton Sen hit the grand slam.
Number 2, shortstop, Easton Rarick.
Went to right field about 320 feet on that solo home run last time he was up. He's 2 for 2 with a single, a walk, and a home run. Runners on, Oliver locked on third. Jackson Bice, swinger on second, and Chayton Sen on first. Hilber will deliver pitch number 9, and that one's hit high and deep left field, going back, and it is gone. It is a second grand slam for the Stars. And it is now 13-12. As Easton Rarick with 2 home runs in this game, a solo shot on his last at bat, and a grand slam here to pull the Stars within a run. And now bring up Caden Graff.
Number 11, left fielder, Caden Graff.
Caden Graff will take that first pitch for a low strike, 0-1. And the next pitch is going to be hit towards third. Picked up by Ryerson. He fires it over for the third out. So back-to-back innings, the Stars get 6 runs apiece. A solo home run and 2 grand slams account for 9 of the 12 runs scored in the last 2 innings, and this has just become an interesting ball game. The Blues have been shut out the last 3 innings in a row. Can the Stars hold them to another goose egg where the Blues respond and get back some of those runs they've lost in the last 2 innings? We'll find out when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. First 5 innings of play here. As soon as the music's done playing, I'll finish that story. First 5 innings of play here for the Stars. No runs on 3 hits and committed 4 errors. The last 2 innings, 12 runs on 9 hits and no errors. A completely different ball game here for the Stars. Ever since Jacob Topp came in to pitch, he pitched 1 inning. Matt Bryant has come in and has pitched since then. And it is now 1-2 to Aaron Ryerson, who's 0 for 2. Walk and reach base on an error and reach base on another error. And now he'll chop one out towards Easton Rarick. He'll pick it up on a hop, fire it over, and got it. 6-3 ground out for the first out of the inning.
Zibble.
25 runs scored in this game. I don't think anybody would have taken the over on 20 or even the over on 10 possibly back when this game was 0-0. No balls and a strike. That one hit towards center field, and diving for it was Oliver Luck, and he's going to pay the price on that one. It could result in a triple. If he wouldn't have dived for it, it would have been a single, and now it turns into a triple as he tried to make a great play. And we'll see if that momentum on the triple there for Zimmel is enough to carry the Blues forward and get back some of those players, some of those runs, I meant to say. We have a new right fielder for the Stars, and that is, let's see here if I can figure it out really quick. It's Joe Fryer who's playing right field. So Carson Zimmel gets a triple to center field on a diving catch attempt by Oliver Luck. And an error charge there to the music operator. That one fouled up and just a little bit over my head. Ducked down to see exactly where that goal went, and that's what I get for charging an error to the music play. And that one's fouled off, and it's 0-2. Tied in Bergensen, I believe. I'm getting the confirmation that it is indeed Bergensen at the plate. Zimmel, the runner, on third. 2-1, or 1-2 the count, excuse me. And Bergensen, well, that'll take a nasty hop off the edge of the infield into center field. That'll score a run, and it'll be an RBI single for Bergensen.
Coming to the plate, number 9, right fielder, Jacob Vanette.
Sorry, I had my microphone on there. Jacob Vanette, the batter. He's 0 for 3, a pair of groundouts, 1 to second, 1 to first, and a strikeout swinging or looking. We weren't able to confirm if it was a swinging or looking last time he was at the plate. Nothing in one here, and now he gets hit. Did he get hit? I was looking down. Okay, I'm getting the, yes, he did. So he'll go to first.
Number 23, center fielder,
Center fielder Zach Taft, the batter. He's 2 for 3. Tried for the bunt there. That one will get away, and the runners will advance to second and third. And it'll be ball 1 here to Zach Taft. Once again, a single, ground out, and a double for Taft in that order. He's 2 for 3. First time against Matt Bryant. Fouls this one back, and it stays in the block. Let's put it that way. Not in the stadium, but in the block. Didn't quite go to the street. 1 ball, 1 strike, and a 2-run game, 14-12. And now coming in from third is Bergensen. Play at the plate, won't be in time. He will score, and Vanette will move to third. And the Moorhead Blues, I almost said the orange team's name, take a regain a 3-run lead. We're 1 hour and 53 minutes into the ball game. So Bergensen advances to third on a wild pitch, moving Vanette up to second. And then on another wild pitch, and now a single to left, and that's going to score another run, as Vanette will come in to score, and it's 16-12.
Here he comes, number 7, second baseman, Justin Stallberger.
So the Moorhead Blues getting some offense generated once again here in the bottom half of the 6th. It's Justin Stahlberger, 1 for 3, ground out to first, a 3-run homer to center, a walk, and a strikeout looking. Fouls this one back, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Stahlberger. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit. Runner goes. That one hit well to right center, and it's all the way back over the head of Caden Graff to the fence. Rounding third is Zach Taff, and he will score. Woo! And Moorhead takes a 17-12 lead. An RBI triple for Stahlberger.
Number 17, catcher Wyatt Tweet.
So after the Stars score 6 in the 5th and 6 in the 6th, Moorhead has gotten 4 of those 12 runs back so far. And now here comes Coach Bryant. Let's see how far he's going to stop there. Is he going to continue the walk? That's the question. Looks like the officials are discussing something. I was looking down, so I'm not sure what they're discussing. Justin Stahlberger, the runner on third, and Wyatt Tweet is the batter, and they are discussing if he is. And the runner on third is out. So Stahlberger is out. I think I heard something about runner interference. And now the Moorhead coach asking for a more clarified explanation on the call.
Just because the shortstop can't throw to his catcher doesn't mean it's interference.
And there you get the fans' perspective of what happened in our crowd microphone. Heard another possible explanation that Stahlberger was hit by the ball running from second to third, and if he was hit, then it would indeed be an out. Those are the only 2 theories I've heard so far, as Matt Bryant will take a few warm-up tosses in the back there as the Moorhead coach continues to try and plead his case, and as he turns away, he nods his head and he's not pleased with that outcome. So there are 2 outs now instead of 1, and there's no runner on base. Wyatt Tweet is the batter, I believe. And I just heard a fan yell, "Go, let's go Wyatt," so I'm guessing I was right. Here's the pitch from Bryant, swing and a miss, strike 1. Wyatt Tweet 0 for 3, a walk, couple of flyouts and a ground out. That one popped up, foul territory, and there will be no chance to make a play on that one. 17-12 in favor of the Moorhead Blues in a game that just about 30 minutes ago you thought Moorhead was probably going to walk away with this one, and Post 400 had something to say about that. Fouled away for strike 2. The momentum for the Stars changed when Jacob Topp came in and pitched 1 inning, and now Matt Bryant has done a fabulous job in the last couple of innings himself. No balls, 2 strikes. And that one's hit up and into center field. Our Luck will scoop it up, and that's good for a single.
Number 20, first baseman, Jacob Hendrickson.
Bottom of the 6th. Both teams have 12 hits, according to my numbers. Moorhead has left 3 on base. The Stars have left 2 on base. We've hit the 2-hour mark of the ball game, and that one's going to left field. And right in front of the warning track, Caden Graff makes the catch, and that retires the Blues here in the 6th. They get 4 runs after being held scoreless for 3 innings, and they take a 17-12 lead heading into the 7th. Of a 9-inning ball game, still some baseball to play. Should be an interesting finish when we return after the break here on Magnitude.
I kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them, and that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
All right, it'll be number 7 starting things off in the top of the 7th. It's Joe Fryer, Colby Hansen, Eli Mock. Batters 5, 6, and 7 here in the 7th inning. And it's a 17-12 ball game in favor of the Moorhead Blues. Joe Fryer 1 for 3 with a single to center. Since then, a strikeout swinging and a ground out to second. Takes that pitch for a ball, and it's 1-1. One ball, one strike here as Logan Hilber gets set for pitch number 14 since he's come into the game. That one's going to be chopped to second. Stahlberger fires it over there to Hendrickson for the 4-3 ground out.
Number 28, first baseman, Colby Hansen.
Colby Hansen, 1 for 3, fly out to center, ground out, and a single to center. And that pitch is high for ball 1. Eli Mock on the on-deck circle. Stars scoring their first 6 runs on 2 outs in the top of the 5th. They get the second set of 6 runs on 3 on 1 out and 3 on 2 outs before the 3rd out would come in the top of the 6th. And can they get a turkey of 6-run trios and 3 back-to-back innings? Mixing up baseball, bowling, and maybe one other sport there in that terminology. And I'll walk them.
Now coming to the plate, number 15, third baseman, Eli Mock.
Eli Mott grounded out to the pitcher his first at bat. Since then, a double and a triple all the way to the fence in center field, approximately 373, 360 right in that area. Hasn't popped one over the wall yet. And this one grounded towards short, to back to second, now over to first, and they got it. 6-4-3 double play will end the inning. No runs for the Stars in the seventh, but they got 6 more outs to work with, and they're down 5. It's been a fun one so far. We'll see how this one concludes here over the next 2.5 innings when we return after the break here on Magnitude.
Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
New pitcher on the mound for the Fargo Post 400 Stars. It's Colby Hansen. I'll move Matt Bryant over to second to reset. So they've had a lot of defensive changes over the last 3-4 innings. Colby Hansen pitching, Chayton Sen behind the plate, Jackson Beiswinger at first, Matt Bryant at second, Easton Rarick to shortstop, Eli Mock at third. Oliver Luck in center, Joe Fryer in right, Caden Graff in left. And that is how these Stars are currently set up defensively. We're 2 hours and 7 minutes into this ball game, and it will be Carter Heinch. And the first pitch is sent out to center field, and it will go to the wall. And it will be good for a double. They will hold him there. And Carter Heinch with a leadoff double. You got to think that if Oliver Luck wouldn't have dived for that ball in center field, it's very possible this game could still be 13-12. But that opened up a little bit of momentum for Moorhead, and they capitalized on it. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. Aaron Ryerson, the batter, I think. Yes. 0 for 3, walk, reach base on a pair of errors, and then he grounded out. Runner on second as Carter Heinch got there with a leadoff double and the 13th hit of the game for Moorhead. And that one will escape the glove of Chayton Sen, and moving into third is Heinch. Two balls, one strike. Or, I'm sorry, 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. According to the scoreboard, it's 1-2. We'll go with it. And now it's 2-2. Once again, if you're just tuning in, it's a 9-inning ball game today. A single 9-inning game instead of the usual 2 7s. That one's popped up, and that one will go into the utility shed just behind the Stars dugout. It'll remain 2-2. 2 hours and 10 minutes time of the ball game now. I don't think we'll break our record that happened earlier this season, and I certainly hope it doesn't. I would prefer that the 4-hour game stay with our other broadcaster and not me. That game ended in a 2-1 score, by the way. 13 innings. Here's Matt Bryant, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Carter Heinz stays on third, and that brings up Carson Zimmel.
Number 11, shortstop, Carson Zimmel.
So pop out to second. Carter Heinz stays on third. Carson Zimmel 2 for 3. Single, hit by a pitch, ground out, and a triple. Single to left, triple to center. One ball, one strike here to Carson Zimmel. On deck is Titan Bergson. Zimmel and Bergson representing batters 6 and 7 in the lineup. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 away. Runner on third is Carter Heinz. And Moorhead looking to add on to their 5-run lead that they have right here at the moment. And Bryant will see that pitch get sent to center field. And on the run, making the grab is Oliver Luck. Tagging on third is Heinz, and the throw will not make it in time. It's a sacrifice fly for Zimmel to make it 18-12.
Coming up to bat number 8, Titan Bergeson.
Titan Bergeson 2 for 3. Hit by a pitch, a double to left field, a ground out, and a single to center field. So no runners on after the sac fly makes it a 6-run ball game. And that pitch comes across for, I believe, ball 2. It was called a strike, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's low, and now it's ball 2. That one comes in for strike 2. Now the count's even. Ball, strike, in that order on the 4 pitches so far. Matt Bryant on pitch, or Kobe Hansen, excuse me, on pitch 16, and it hit him. So that'll put the runner on base. If I've been saying Matt Bryant, I apologize. I do have the stats going to Kobe Hansen. I can tell you that much for sure. Kobe Hansen is the 5th pitcher of the game here for the Post 400 Stars. I'm assuming that Eric Tiansen is finishing up here with, ooh, that's a close play at second, and he's safe. As I was mentioning, I'm assuming Eric has finished up with the Dakota Fusion Minneapolis City game. I do not have a final on that yet, but if that comes my way, I'll certainly share it with you. Swing and a miss for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike here to, or wait. Yeah, Jacob Vanette is the batter. And Vanette sends it foul, third base side. Had it stayed fair, it'd be 20-12. One ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and it's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Kobe Hansen. They end the 7th inning of play, and they'll leave one stranded on base. 18-12. 5 runs in the last 2 innings for the Blues. And now the Stars have 6 outs to work with to score 6 runs. See what happens when we return from the break here on Magnitude.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
Number 3, center fielder, Oliver Luck.
All right, Oliver Luck will start things off here in the top of the 8th. He's 2 for 3, struck out swinging. Since then, a pair of singles to right field, and now a fly out to center for out number 1. And that'll bring up Jackson Byswinger.
Number 13, Jackson Byswinger.
1 pitch, 1 out. Peak efficiency for Logan Hilber. I believe it's still Hilber on the mound anyway, and it is not actually. So I think they're on their 4th pitcher now themselves. It's Gavin Quaid, the pitcher. And that one will sneak through the pads of the presumed catcher Wyatt Tweet, unless they made a change there too. I can't quite see the number through the catcher gear. And that one is hit towards right. No, it's actually foul over there. I lost track of the ball on that one. Fouled away, and it's no balls and 2 strikes for Jackson Byswinger. 1 for 1 with a single down the third base line into left field. No balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. And the Stars down 6 with 5 outs to work with. Pitch is a little high, or at least I think it is, for a ball. 1-2. And that one's low, and now the count is even at 2-2. So after a strike and a fouled away pitch, a pair of balls, and it's 2-2. Here's the windup from Quaid, and that one is hit towards center field, and it's going to roll to the fence. He's going to have a double, and Coach Bryant will hold him at second on the double. So Byswinger now 2 for 2 with a single and a double. And that brings up Matt Bryant.
Number 6, second baseman Matt Bryant.
14 hits for the Blues, 13 hits for the Stars. Let me double check my official stats. Actually, I have 13 for each team, so must have added a hit by mistake. And now moving into third is Byswinger on the wild pitch, or pass ball, whatever you want to call it. And it's 1-0 here to Matt Bryant. And that pitch is low. Well, no, I guess it's a low strike. 1-1. Usually that strike zone is between the shoulders and the waist. That one looked below the knees, and that one looked right at the knees, and it's strike 2. Like I said, usually that's where the strike zone is at, but today it might be a little bit taller. Ball, pair of strikes, and another ball to make the count 2-2. Once again, the runner on third is Jackson Byswinger, and that one almost got by Wyatt Tweet. Nice job there by Tweet to keep that one in front of him. Otherwise, Byswinger would have scored. Full count, 3-2. Payoff, fouled away. Bryant stays alive for at least one more pitch. And they struck him out. And a few don't agree with that, and a few love it. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Gavin Quaid.
Number 9, right fielder, Chayton Sen.
So now there's 2 outs, and Chayton Sen. Fly out, struck out swinging, grand slam, hit by a pitch. Officially makes him 1 for 3. And it's no balls, 1 strike. And Chayton Sen will foul that one up for no balls, 2 strikes. Quaid, I have him down for 14 pitches unofficially. 5 balls, 9 strikes. Here's pitch 15. And that one is going to go into the dirt, and there's going to be a play at the plate, and he's out. So Chayton Sen will return to bat in the top of the 9th. Since he didn't get to finish his at-bat here, and they strand nobody on base with the toss out at home, and that brings us to the middle of the 8th. In a 9-inning ball game, and the Blues looking for some insurance runs. They lead by 6 right now. The Stars have proven that they can score 6 in a 9, and they've done it twice, and they'll have at least one more chance in the top of the 9th. But first, they got to take care of business on defense first. We're going to return after the break here on Magnitude Sports. All right, there's a good look at the post 400 faithful right there. And there's one of the dads of one of the 2 Grand Slam guys in this game so far, and that'll be the end of the embarrassment for the parents here. The music guy has dug into the folder of rain songs, apparently. Playing a little Luke Bryan there as we move into the bottom of the 8th.
23, center fielder, Zach Taft.
Batters 9, 1, and 2. Pending changes, Zach Taft, Justin Stahlberger, and Wyatt Tweet would be the ones that we'd see possibly this inning here. This one popped up, first base side and out of play, and nearly caught by, I want to say that was Mr. Rarick. And no, I was wrong. Mr. Rarick's wearing a blue shirt. I'm not sure who's in the black shirt over there. That one's high for a ball. It's 1-1. Zach Taft, 3 for 4. Single, ground out, double, and a single. In that order on his trips to the plate today. And that one's high. It started out high and then almost dropped into the strike zone, but it's still a ball. 2-1. Nice hit ball, and he'll sneak by the 5-6 hole into left field for a base hit and a single.
Here we go, number 7, second baseman, Justin Stahlberger.
So now Moorhead has 14 hits. And now our scoreboard on your screen matches up with the official stats. It's Justin Stahlberger, the batter. He's 2 for 4. Ground out, home run, a walk, strikeout looking, and a triple, and a pop-up third base side, and that is going to be right off the concession stand. Now an error, and they're gonna hold him up at third. Zach Taff will advance to third on a throwing error. Oh, 0-1 the count here to Stahlberger. Zach Taff over to third now. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2 hours, 27 minutes, time of the ball game now. That one's popped up. And that one will go out of play. Eli Mock will watch it soar out of the field of play. It'll remain 0-2. Hansen delivers, swing and a miss, and a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Colby Hansen. And now Wyatt Tweet will be the batter.
Number 17, catcher Wyatt Tweet.
So once again, the runner on third. Pitch comes in for a strike to Wyatt Tweet. Wyatt Tweet 0 for 4. Walk, fly out, ground out, and a fly out. And that one's hit well to center field. And that is a line drive catch by Oliver Locke. And now it's going to be a sacrifice fly line drive to score the run from third, but they still get the second out. Nice catch by Oliver Locke.
Jacob Hendrickson.
So a sacrifice line drive to center, if that is such a thing, will score Zach Taff. And that'll bring up Jake Hendrickson. 2 for 4, a pair of singles, ground out, and a fly out. And it's now 19-12 in favor of the Blues. Hendrickson, identical replays on his first 2 hits. To left field. And then he would face Jacob Top and ground out to Matt Bryant at second. And then he would face Matt Bryant and pop out to Matt Bryant, or pop out to the then second baseman, who I believe was Colby Hansen at the time. There's been a lot of changes. It's hard to keep all those changes in memory, but I believe it was Colby Hansen playing second base at that point in time. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now 2 balls and a strike. 2 away. If Hendrickson can reach base, we'll see Carter Heinz next. And he'll walk Kim apparently. May have missed a couple pitches there on the count.
There he is, number 25.
Carter Heinz with a home run earlier in this game. Sent it over the right field fence, and that one goes to right field, and it just barely missed Hendrickson as he was crossing the base pass from first to second. Moorhead escaping a potential third out there. And now they have 2 runners on base and another base hit.
Number 10, third baseman, Aaron Riley. Ryerson.
Aaron Ryerson is 0 for 4. Walk, reach base on a pair of errors, and then ground out and a fly out. So walk, error, ground out, fly out for Aaron Ryerson. Two hours and 30 minutes time of the game now. Now the umpires are going to get together here, and last time they got together and talk, it did sour things for Moorhead. We'll see what happens this time around. That's going to be a strikeout. Oh, or strike one, I meant to say. So once again, 0 for 2 in favor of Moorhead on when the officials get together and chat. And there's a strike. And now it's 0-2 on Ryerson. Colby Hansen will deliver pitch number 40 here. And he'll chip that one foul and will remain 0-2. On 40 pitches, 15 balls, 25 strikes, 2 hours and 31 minutes into the ball game. Moorhead up by 7. They have 2 runners in scoring position. A base hit could seal the game here for the Blues. He'll foul it off again and remain 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 runners on. Hansen delivers a little bit outside. 4 ball, 1-2. Sending it outside there into the glove of Chayton Sen to see if Ryerson would possibly chase for the Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout, but he did not. He'll glance at second, deliver the pitch, and that one is, he's going to make contact, and that'll go into the books as a fouled away pitch. Bottom of the 8th with 2 outs. And that one hit right to third, batted down there by Eli Mock. He'll fire it over to first, but I don't think he got it in time, or did he? Oh, he did not. No, I was right on my initial thought. And now a run will score. And runners on the corners, and it's 20-12 in favor of the Moorhead Blues. Here's Carson Zimmel now. One ball, 1 strike to Carson Zimmel. He's 2 for 3, single, hit by a pitch, ground out, triple, and scored a run on a sac fly. And an 8-run lead, 20 runs on 16 hits, 5 stars errors, and they've left 4 on base so far. They got 2 on base right now, runners on the corners. Pitch inside for a ball, 2-1. 2-2, excuse me. 2-2. And that one's hit well, and that might have the distance, or will it? No, it will not. Oliver Luck is there for the catch. They will strand 2 on base, but they get a couple runs across as well. 8 complete and at least a half an inning to go. The Stars need 8 runs in order to force the bottom of the 9th. We'll see what happens when we return after the break here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Be right back.
I kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people. And My job is to connect with them, and that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, Chayton Sun. Fly out, strikeout, grand slam, and hit by a pitch. And the Stars need 8 runs to force the bottom half of this inning. We're at 2 hours and 37 minutes of this ball game right now. Pitch is up high for ball 1 to Chayton Sen. Sen hitting that grand slam to left field. And there's the 1-0 pitch. Once again on the mound is Gavin Quaid for the Moorhead Blues. And that one's hit well over the head of the shortstop into left field. That's going to be good for a single, and Chayton Sen is on base. That'll bring up Easton Rarick.
Stepping up number 2, shortstop, Easton Rarick.
So, a no-out single, Easton Rarick with 2 home runs, a solo shot to right field, and a grand slam to left field. He's 3 for 3, including a single and a walk. He just needs a double and a triple to complete the cycle. And they'll have to have a magical inning here to get Easton Rarick up to the plate twice in this inning. And that one's hit well center field and going over the head of the center fielder and bouncing all the way to the wall. And they're going to send Chayton Sen around third. And Rarick comes in for an RBI triple as Sen scores. And it's 20-13.
Here he comes, number 11 left fielder, Caden Graff.
So now Easton Rarick just needs a double to complete the cycle. It's an RBI triple there. Of course, he just needs a 2-run and 3-run home run to complete the home run cycle too. But the on-the-field cycle might be a little bit more realistic at the moment. That one's fouled away for a strike. Caden Graff, I believe, is the batter. Yes, it is. He's 0 for 4. Pair of flyouts and a pair of groundouts. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's hit up to right field and foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Stars with nobody out have scored 1 run in this inning. And now the throw back up to third, and a nice hop and grab there by Ryerson, but Easton Rarick able to get back in time, and had it not been for the efforts of Ryerson, the ball would have went into
Number
foul
7,
territory. And
Joe Fryer.
Rarick may have been able to come in and score. So there's 1 out now. And the first pitch to Fryer is in for ball 1. And now he'll see ball 2, but an inning ago that was a strike. So 2-0 the count here to Job Fryer. And that is a ball 3. There's a strike. 3-1 the count now to Job Fryer. 1 away and a runner on third is Easton Rarick with Colby Hansen on deck. That one is in for ball 4, and they'll put runners on the corners here for.
Coming up to the plate, first baseman, number 28, Colby Hansen.
Want to say hi to Jim. Says he wasn't able to watch the game tonight as his mother-in-law went to the hospital. We hope that everything is good with your mother-in-law, Jim, and we hope that you get a chance to watch this game on demand later, because it certainly has been a fun one regardless of the outcome. And bobbled at second, and he's safe, and the run will score.
Coming to the plate, number 15, third baseman, Eli Mock.
Eli Mock, 2 for 4, ground out, double, triple, ground out. Needs a single and a home run for the cycle. Throw back to second. That was close, but he's safe. And that pitch is high for a ball. 1-0 the count here to Eli Mock. Once again, 2 for 4, ground out, double, triple, ground out. Joe Fryer on second, Colby Hansen the runner on first. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that one is, I think, called strike. Not the longest delayed strike call I've seen, but that one's hit up high. That one, it's going to be close. It's going to drop for a hit. Rounding third is Joe Fryer. Holding at third is Colby Hansen. It's an RBI double for Eli Mock, and it's 20-15. Jake Jaroszewski is the batter. He'll take over the number 8 spot for Oliver Luck. So Jake Jaroszewski coming into the batting lineup here for the Stars. And I missed that. If there was a pitch, I missed it. It's a ball, 1-0 here to Jake Jaroszewski. Runners on second and third. Colby Hansen on third, Eli Mock on second. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jake Jaroszewski. Jackson Byswinger is indeed on deck as I peer over to the on-deck circle. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and that one's hit into center field. That should score 2 runs. Colby Hansen will score. Rounding third is Eli Mock, and there will be no play at the plate. It's a 2-run RBI single for Jake Jaroszewski out into center field, and the Stars have cut the lead to 3.
Number 13, Jackson Byswinger.
Jackson Byswinger, 2 for 2, a single and a double. So a runner on first is Jaroszewski. Byswinger the batter. No balls and a strike. Make it 1 ball and 1 strike. We'll return to the top of the order. Matt Bryant, assuming no double plays happen. That one's popped up, and that one should be catchable for Zimmel. And he does make the grab, and that's 2 away. The Stars need 3-run, 2-out magic.
Here comes the top of the order, number 6, second baseman, Matt Bryant.
It could get very interesting here. We'll see. If Matt Bryant can reach base, Chayton Sen would be on deck. And a strike is called for Matt Bryant. 0 for 4, fly out, strikeout, walk, fly out, and a strikeout. I would, in theory, say that he's due for a hit any time here. He's been to the plate 5 times and only got on base once via a walk. And that one chopped foul down the third base side. $37 runs talking earlier about taking the over or under on 20, and now you got to take the over or under on 35. Fouled back, and Bryant stays alive for at least one more pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Or actually, take that back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ooh. Looked like a strike to me, but it's ball 3. That strike zone has gone from very large to extremely shrunk. And now it almost looked like a frustration pitch there from Gavin Quaid, and it was definitely heading towards the dirt, and Matt Bryant gives Quaid a gift and fouls it away. Full count, 3-2. And that strikes him out. So the strike was called a ball, and that ball was called a strike, and I guess you could say justice is served on the missed calls there. That's going to do it. That's your final score. What a game it was. The Moorhead Blues hang on and avoid a comeback here from the Stars in the top of the ninth. They score 3. They score 5, excuse me. And your final score once again here, 20-17. That'll do it here for our coverage. A great game, and our next game here. Let's take a look at when our next game is. I was looking at the schedule earlier, but I didn't pay attention to it. But we'll actually have 3 games tomorrow. Kindred Babe Ruth team taking on Valley City, and then that'll be followed by a doubleheader between Kindred Post 117 and the Post 2 Bombers. So a 12 noon first pitch for the Babe Ruth game, 5:30 for the, I believe it's 12, maybe it's 2. I'd have to double look at my text messages. And then the next time we'll see the Stars will be on Friday, July 8th. The Stars and the Patriots travel to Minneapolis. And West Fargo will have West Fargo and the Stars will play at the same time at 4:30. West Fargo will take on Mound West Tonko. The Post 400 Stars will take on Thunder Bay, Ontario. And then at 7 o'clock, the West Fargo Patriots will take on Ashland, Nebraska. And the Post 400 Stars will get a rematch of the Central Plains Regional Championship game against the Hopkins Flyers. And we'll see how Hopkins responds. I'm sure they're looking forward to that matchup. And then Saturday, July 9th and 10th, we'll have more pool play game for the Stars and the Patriots. And then depending on how pool play works out for the Stars and the Patriots, they could move on to bracket play on the 11th and the championship game on the 12th, depending on how pool play goes. So that's a look at what's coming up here for the Post 400 Stars and the West Fargo Patriots in our broadcast here on Magnitude Sports. Once again, your final score here in this one, it was the Moorhead Blues taking it by the score of 20-17 here in this contest. That'll do it for us. We'll talk to you again soon here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Seating has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and visit our website at magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.